Welcome back, everybody, to Spirit Plays More Spiral Knights. This used to be my YouTube exclusive ranting session, and I think I'm going to continue on it for a little bit. We just got to find things to do in a half-hour mark, 20-minute mark, because I'm not really a huge fan of, like, hour-long. I already do enough hour-long stuff on the computer, so I'm trying not to divulge all of my time onto the computer. But today, I had a couple of events that were going to... I was going to basically do some moving and cleaning in the house. Some of that fell through, so now I just have the house cleaning to do, and I have some extra time on my hands. I might as well just... Oh, gee, he's a Polaris, but that's okay. Hello, Zelgrad. Whoop, I really thought I can go through there. But it was a, now I get a chance to do this, and oh my gosh, the response on... The tortoise! Dude! The response on the Spiral Knights 5 good reasons to play, I was very overwhelmed by how many people are like, heck yeah, dude. So I'm like, hey, let's just start this up for a brief moment in time anyway. Think you can get that for me? You are kind of on your way up there. Thank you. Here we are. So there's a couple things I wanted to accomplish. The first and primary one being this ancient shield has been at level 7 for just about half a year, so I kind of want to get that sorted. So I'm going by the BOP theory that we saw in the forums at one point, where it's actually more cost effective, or however you want to look at it. I'll wait for you to do the 70% mark. I think I failed crafting it twice. We only need one more radiant. We got 59 to get it up to the point where it needs to be. So we'll do that, maybe the prestige. We'll see if we have time. But anyway, one of the things that was going to be involved in the moving process was we were going to, like I used to teach publicly to Dojo. Yeah, let's just go. And then COVID happened, complications, etc. So I was going to go pick up the grappling mats and put them inside of my summer house because we do sparring sessions there every Friday night. COVID is very awkward with the public martial arts world because no one wants to touch each other, or you have people at the opposite extremes, right? They don't want to touch each other, they want to wear masks. It's hard to wear masks when you're actually working out. So a couple of us were like, you know what? We just need to spar, because the only way you get better, for people out there, is by... yeah, we can grab this. I do need a couple of crowns we can actually maybe roll on a punch. Punch the Merciful. Sorry, Valan. Not trying to blow you up, but I honestly don't care if you did get blown up or not. I'm getting it. Usually we skip this stuff. So anyway, the grappling mats are important for a ground game, obviously. That and throws and practice. There's so many throws in the martial arts field. So I was trying to figure out, like, what could we do in, like, a 20-minute period, 30-minute period. Dreams and Nightmares is like the first, and then maybe the Prestige mission. It's going to be tough to run a gate, but maybe we'll run a gate. You okay, buddy? He's, like, stuck in there. That was interesting. Wait. They got, like, matching antennae. They haven't gotten to the point in the game where they put accessories on the pets, do they? I don't think so. Because that'd be amazing. No, don't give them ideas. We don't need more cosmetic upgrades. Give us some more bug fixes. Yeah, we'd appreciate that. And they're probably key over here, right? It's nice having, like, a competent player running Dreams and Nightmares. It's kind of neat. Just randomly join my party. Another thing to do to help hype new players in here is just, like, if you haven't done it before, which is something we're going to do next time, just jump in a party, yo. Helps everybody. Coming. Boom. Didn't hit him? Okay. There's something here. Okay, there's nothing there, apparently. Dude, this guy's ready. Ouch. You good? No? Kind of like your style. Is that it? Hey. Hey-oh. There we go. But as far as a goods program goes, that's what we're gonna do today. That and shopping, and I've one of the ways to get extra revenue is I don't know if you have this available around your area, but selling plasma is apparently a thing. It's the most awkward thing ever. I personally, there are reasons why I cannot become a doctor. One of them is I can't stand. I can stand the sight of blood, but just like being around it all day, I get a little woozy. One time when I was in the military, going on your way to boot camp, you're in a section. They shoot you in both shoulders with vaccines or whatever. Then you take 2 steps forward, they do it again. That 2 steps forward, do it again. It's like a regimented process. I almost passed out then. I'm sure it's from when I was a child or something, traumatized. I have no idea. But it really hit me, and I'm like, I wasn't even consciously like, I'm scared of this. Just suddenly I started feeling lightheaded. So maybe it was just like that lady that took the vaccine on for COVID and then passed out on camera. Perhaps it was like her. I'm not sure, and I'm not trying to advocate for or against it. I'm just saying it was very weird for me when they were giving me all that stuff. Help. Oop. Alright, we're good. We survived. You guys ready for the... Oh, I'm sorry. The clockwise, counterclockwise motion. Hopefully we pick clockwise. Doesn't really matter which way we go. Race you to it. Ho! Oh, he's got the iron slug, right? Woo! I remember getting the Callahan back in the day. Now here's part of the story of SK, right? We can always just like reminisce. This used to be like this, and all agree there were better times. Better times when there was more growth, but I mean, good times are always ahead. You can still teach or help somebody in a skill set. There are plenty of people up and coming whose parents don't give them allowances for games. That you can just make magic happen, and you can show them what you love and have a shared interest. We're not doing this. Okay, apparently we are. We're going to take damage because of this. We didn't! That's crazy. I know I don't use the pet perk as often as I should. Watcha. When it comes to crowding them together, but that's alright. Hey. Pop. At least we... Oh, no. I was going to say, at least we offed one. It's a heck of a lot of damage. He is also soaking a lot of blast for us, which is much appreciated. So what else we got going on today? I'm going to do some shopping, get some shampoo for the kids. Having 3 girls in the house who have very beautiful hair, as opposed to myself, who have no hair or English speaking talents. We still, like, shampoo and hair care is still an expense. Also, it reminds me too, these different responsibilities you get as an older person. How old am I? It's like super old. Like they're pretty. Oh no, they're pretty interesting. Having to worry about building up your children and orthodontic appointments and doctor care, etc., etc. It's just an interesting part of life. You think you have a lot going on now with video games, etc. Again, a lot of people at least, have spent 10 plus years in this venue. So if you continue to play games, they've either taken a step back or you've had to integrate them into your life in a very interesting way. So, I mean, we have Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Who's left? Pardon me. We have Monday, Wednesday, Friday family time. That might be games. Like Dark Hearta was actually surprisingly good, even though, like the guy, if you look at the comments on Steam about Dark Hearta, it's basically like, why do you tell everybody to, I'll give you the game for free if you please leave a good review. Like, it's a trick Sure, it could be a trick, but at the same time, we got the game, and it was a lot of fun. Like, we honestly legit had fun as a family. I did not mean to hit that one, but we hit it. I meant to do number 3. I like the attack bonus. When Mike actually gets to do something. Okay. It's a good time. But Dark Heart is a lot of fun. So, right now, my wife is choosing the various venues we do. Because we don't want to do tech all the time. It does damage the brain. Some of the venues we're doing, like, we're watching all the Star Wars movies. So we made it to the old, new number 3. Right? Which, oh my gosh, Anakin. The whole love story and stuff that was going on there is just a freaking train wreck. But we're like, this has to be watched. Favorite point of the movie was when my 9-year-old was like, she's having twin babies? That's awesome. That was the only, like, positive feedback we got. Like, oh man, even our children recognize the quality and craftsmanship, perhaps, of this current Star Wars. Oh no. Of this current Star Wars movies might not be as we think it should be, or we think it used to be, or even she had higher hopes. But she's been, like, kind of on the, spoiled with the Frozen and the Frozen 2 world and all that stuff. Good job. You missed the slowest moving monster in the game. I'm sure there's some stats on that, right? Is it actually the skeleton? Or is it like the slime? It's got to be one of the slimes, maybe. The soul slime? Do those things even spawn anymore? I got scared for a second. What's that giant thing coming at me? Come on now. How you doing, buddy? Everything all right? Dude, old cat lives for this stuff, dude. I think the only reason he outlived his sister is because he has love of lap. It just keeps you warm and content, gives you another reason to sit down and not do anything. Here we are. He's not even purring. He's just like, don't you dare. He's just staring at me. Don't you dare move your legs. I don't care if you need circulation or what. I've had the Shadow Sun outfit. This is my first Shadow Sun outfit that I had. Somebody kept it and then sold, and they gave it back to me when I started playing. I think they just gave it back to me. I don't think I bought it. They're like, you want to buy it back? I'm like, I got no money, man. Look at my life. We are very much gifted, at least in my household, to be able to do this sort of function. Live in a fairly large house, though it's a older Victorian. There's a 1914 year mark sitting up on the chimney. Somebody engraved that with their finger. Getting some decent radiance, I guess. I feel we're blessed anyway. There is that direction in life you have to choose to, like, your starting point. And if you haven't been subjects to this before, my forte is apologetics, but I like to go into philosophy. Defining good and evil. Evil or good can be defined as self-referencing. What is that? It is good. Just like light. Light can exist fine on its own. Good things that are good are things that are true. It's very tough to say something that is bad. Something that is false is good. It's tough to say that unless you're doing like a double negative thing, like not locking my cat outside accidentally, which I've never done, is a maybe good thing. All right, let's give it a shot here, dude. Let's go, Bop. I trust in your odds. Oh, we did it! Okay, time to hold this thing. I don't know the exact armor bonus it tends to give, but here we are. Oh my gosh. Cat, I needed circulation. I couldn't feel my left leg. I know. Say hello to everybody. Drop a coin for your witcher. You know what else we could do? We're at 21k crown. Let's go roll. Well, you know what? We'll do the prestige and then we'll roll. Prestige it. Yo. Let's go. I haven't used a flourish in a long time either. I forgot what I was talking about. I'm sorry. Tend to run different trains of thought here and there. But anyway, it was good and evil. I know that. So I have a yin yang symbol sitting on my, what do you think? Sword here? And then, like, just the dual weapon thing. This can kill everything. We got it. Beautiful. Okay. Just like light and darkness, darkness or shadow has to be defined by the light. The light has to exist first. Goodness has to exist before there's a purpose to violate. But goodness exists and defines itself by what it is. Evil defines itself by what it is not. So this is where I kind of get also my political direction. You can take this for what it's worth. I'm not trying to advocate one side or the other. But which side is defining itself by what is good and what we should move forward, and which side is defining itself by what it is not? That's kind of, I don't know. Because there's a, when you enter the political realm, and I'm trying to like steer away from this too, because if I talk about it too much, I'm just going to get mad. And I don't want to get mad. I want to have fun playing Spiral Knights. But this is where, you can have the same kind of justification or lack thereof of when a game is good and when it is not. Spiral Knights can be defined as a game that does not update, or it can be defined as a game that is complete. Language means a lot when you describe things. Just like, and you can see this in the media all the time. Language can be, let's say there was a car accident. Well, I hit the car as I was driving home. Or I smashed into the car while I was driving home. Like, one sounds a little bit more intense than the other one. Just kind of, trying to clear out the area, guys. If you don't mind. Get you on a nice little holy huddle here. Boom. Boom. We are swordsmen. But that kind of goes on par, I think, with the, at least the vision or purpose I got for my own self in life. Is I have. It's not meant to be all about me, but there are different gifts and different talents and different ways you can go and help out your fellow man. Mine just happens to be an encourager. I like to make people better at every venue, specifically in martial arts or in work. I've had several management jobs. Right now I currently do not. I just drive a forklift, which is pretty awesome. But encouraging other people to be good, to be better, to improve, because then you're constantly living for something instead of trying to fight against something. It's almost like you have less weight when you live for something. If you're living against something, you automatically have a negative, like, assumed in your life. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. As far as defining this game, well, will we ever get an update or more of an ending? And you're just like, I don't know. The PvP aspect sure puts a semi-continuation. You can always better yourself that way. That is a thing. Whoopsh, whoopsh, whoopsh. But at the same time, we know how buggy it is. And the bitterness that is involved in the PvP world is just amazing. I'm so used to Catacomb Kids and the hit detection and the noise detection. That was kind of weird. I just shot the bullet next to this guy's face, and he's just like, yeah, whatever. We should also get a little bit into the lore. I know one of the things that I found interesting anyway is that there's, like, on the Arsenal page, I think it's the Arsenal branch. I gotta look it up now. On the Spiral Knights forum, there's like role playing and other games you could play there, which is quite interesting to me. Please. Ancient Plate's on his way, yo. 2020. Wait. Pardon me. While I read from the main page of the Spiral Knights website, it's crystal clear. 2021 is the year of extravagance and luxury. Knights can now match their weapons in sparkling brilliance. This month, Spiral HQ will start to issue gemstone boxes for 1 week on the first Wednesday of each month. This type of box is determined by the month. Okay, so a regularly set gemstone prize box. Very cool. I guess it's not for me, but that's okay. How about you, Kat? What do you think? Time to reposition. Even you need to move. It's not just people. Well, maybe. Can I still get the damage bonus if we just jump in there? You guys want to help me out and figure this out together? I think that to actually be lit on fire, so. my little dude, you might not be as potent as I thought. That's alright, we can still use number 2. The ring of, what's it called? Backfire barrier. We don't really have encyclopedic knowledge of this entire game, but, you know, I think that'd be something we know. Do your number 2 move, yo. Is that what Ash Ketchum says to Pikachu? Do your number 3 move. Look, they're numbered. No, it's quick attack. He knows what's up. You call them by what their name because names are significant. They're more special. You get more immersive. So when I use my number 1 weapon and then switch to the number 2 accidentally, you know, it's less meaningful. Like a sentient weapon in D&D or something. Can I just hit stun you? There we are. Excuse me. Less shield bash. I really thought you'd be dead. So in moving up in the world, speaking of progressing and finding yourself what you are, I also gave my 8-year-old, sorry, she's 9. Wow, dude, time. Gave my 9-year-old a option. Like, you need to start investing in yourself in another skill set. We were going to try to maybe teach you this. What would you like to do? And she's like, I gave her a bunch of options. I'm like, we could do karate, we could do drawing, we could do whatever. Because our at least our personal philosophy is that, you know, the parents are in charge of their kids' education. So public school education, especially with all the stuff going on right now, you might want to be a little critical of it. The whole, at least in America, the whole idea is that everybody goes through a job. Both parents. And then your kids go to school and then you go to work. Like everybody leaves the house at the same time, or everybody gets back. But if they're teaching something that is kind of questionable, and you don't know about it, because kids don't tell you what's going on at school. They just straight up don't. It's not your business. I mean, besides, like, my wife or your significant other, do you go tell your kids, if you have any kids, geez, you probably don't. But kids don't tell parents everything that goes on at school. You don't. It's your life. And there's stuff you don't want your parents to get into, like, Dad, I got this. I don't need you. Like, I can understand. This is my problem. It's my life, yo. I got it. You start to get that sense of interdependence. I was there. I don't tell my wife every single thing that goes on at work. I make it a point to have one meaningful conversation every day. That's the extent of it. That's all I really tell myself to do. Like, we can talk. Like, I was talking to this. It's like 26. Yeah, 26-year-old Marine reservist who's trying to become a state cop, and he's an African American. So we're talking about racial issues. Now, I'm talking seriously, like significant conversations, not just how's the weather, but about, like, you know, what's going on in the world and how should we deal with it. Personal conversations are huge, which is why isolation is so anti my character anyway. Like, I can't stomach too much of this lockdown stuff. Why can't I go out and talk to my neighbor? Why do I gotta cover my face? They can't hear me. I'm saying what every 5 seconds. Also, stop getting hit by the easiest characters in the game to dodge. They used to have a heat-seeking type of thing, but I guess that was viewed as, like, too tough to manage. It can kill you with potions. Got him. You're beautiful. So we need to use number 4. Excuse me. And then number 2. We are the ultimate warrior. Flame, freeze, and otherwise. Subject them. It's not a whole lot of newness we're gonna find in this prestige mission either. I used to have a thought that, like, When you get prestige, you can eventually trade your prestige points for something else. Because I'm playing, forgive me for this, but Idle Monsters Tower Defense, which is one of the most addicting things you can spend 5 minutes a day on doing and build up a cool little army. I just figured out, I got a new strategy now. I'm going to level up all my monsters. It's free, by the way. You can find it on Steam if you need to waste more time. I just level up 2 guys. One that gets like added bonuses for the amount of other towers in place, and so he has like a damage multiplier. And it's amazing. I'm getting to I'm like level 670 or something like that. Oh no. Use it! Oh god. 10-year veteran gets taken down by common fire wolves. Jeez, what's wrong with me? Is it a 10-year veteran though? You know what? I'd use my gun, but you can instantly burrow into the ground. So also by meaningful conversations, there's different ways. Another reason I think it's valuable is you learn how to be tactful as well. You can't be callous, and you have to have this understanding. That's why you define yourself by what you are and instead of what you are not. Understanding that truth is important. I made a whole video on this on a channel that's called Seek Truth. I just decided to separate my rant. There are some on this channel, my just selective philosophical rants on meaning and truth. It's the C virus. Oh my gosh, he's us. We have him. He's our friend. But that's just my take on it. Please. Yeah. You have to so the understanding is let's take a look at this, and ignore the media hype, because negativity, people default to darkness and people just run to negativity. It's just how it is. So negativity sells. They get ratings. Our president, regardless of what you feel like him, he drew the ratings. So many people defined themselves by what they were not through him, and grouped a whole bunch of people in with him as well. I don't advocate for him, but usually because I don't strongly advocate against him, a lot of the conversations I personally have usually end up defending him. And I'm like, I don't look for this guy for any kind of moral leadership or guidance, dude. He is just a guy who's, I would not say undisciplined, because obviously he got wealth at some point and continued on with it, because you could always squander wealth, but he's definitely not seeking the same things I am, so I don't look to have him guide me. But he's not a devil. He's the president. How would he get elected? That was so weird. But then the other side can say the same thing. You could just coronavirus is mutating, which is good. Anyway, we're going to finish this up with a roll. Also, I should probably get into the lore a little bit, and we can find out some dutiful secrets in this game, but I don't think so. It probably ain't going to happen. How you doing, cat? You living life through this? Oh, you can see the tail. That's not the tail. I was looking at the camera. Oh. Is it time to go? Not yet. Alright, it's time. Oh. Slowly, time to go. Now the choice. So my standard for myself is, oh my gosh. 1,000 energy plus 2 heart trinkets available and a 3rd weapon slot. So I don't need 4. I survived on 2 for so long. So I want to get... We should also work on actually building something as well. Fiend low. I mean, I usually have damage trinkets with this thing anyway, so it's not that viable. And my ASI and basically everything else here is quite nice. Medium's okay. It's enough for it to counter a trinket. I think I just rolled on that one. Got lucky. I think I'm going to do my Griffin. Unless we do the Blitz, which apparently I have to level as well. Oh my gosh, we're going to have to do Vanaduke. What is wrong with us? The other thing I want to do is the Nitronome. Get that charge time reduction very high. So we're gonna try this. Let's go. Undead low, just as good. Because I'm gonna play it in lockdown, which I think would be a lot of fun. Anyway, Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Click the like button, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll do a few more of these YouTube exclusive things, but mostly I'm on Twitch. So if you want to catch me there, Tuesday and Thursdays I do streams. We're doing Outer Wilds, and Tuesday mornings I do Catacomb Kids. Everything else is fairly inconsistent. So click the like button, subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time. Take care.